Our employees came together and said we should be doing something for the servicemen and women who are going to be missing Christmas and the holidays at home. And so that started the ball rolling.
This story may begin with the employees of MGM Grand Air, but once word of their idea spread, something wonderful began to happen.
Passengers on our normal scheduled flights would say, well, what can we do? We want to contribute. You know, they would hear about it through the grapevine, and then we had flight attendants come in on their days off to wrap the packages.
Certainly no one knew then just how many gifts they would wrap, nor how eager the business community would be to help. 12 days after the idea was presented, 15 tons of presents were carefully loaded aboard MGM Grand Air. Destination, Dhahran, Saudi Arabia. Among the many treats stashed in the passenger cabin turned cargo hold, 35,000 bottles of moisturizer and sunscreen, 70,000 audio cassettes, thousands of videos, hundreds of cameras and film.
The cookie manufacturer, Mrs. Fields, personally contacted us, as I recall, and said, I want to send 20,000 cookies. And our corporations responded without hesitation, positively, to the effort.
It's been a tradition of American business supporting American troops throughout the 50-year history of the USO, and I think this just really underlined how effective and how important that can be. It meant an awful lot to us.
One of the recollections I have is seeing 200 employees out in front of us the day we departed and saying how proud I was of those people, that in 12 days we could pull this together and make it work.
After the not-so-routine coast-to-coast flight, Operation Desert Cheer left American airspace. Passengers settled in for the nearly 20-hour trip to Dhahran, a trip not without incident.
Our only problem actually in the whole trip was coming across Europe, because the Austrians and the Swiss had decided that they were neutral in this whole battle. So about the time we crossed the border into Austria, they decided that we weren't going to fly over Austria and they were going to turn us around. And they advised us that interceptors would be coming up to force us down if we didn't turn around.
So the plane was rerouted over France, across the Mediterranean, and on to Saudi Arabia.
When we finally touched down, it couldn't have been more dramatic circumstances. This huge red sun was setting, and I remember the silhouettes of the big cargo planes with the noses open, and like something I'd never seen before.
We got some cookies from home. American people are sending their greetings to us, and we appreciate it.
Dozens of troops began unloading 15 tons of gifts under the watchful eyes of the media and the base commander.
And he said, who packed this airplane? And I said, our employees did. And he said, how long have they been packing it, a week? And I said, no, I think they did it mostly the day before we left and the day before that, in two sessions. And he said, I have another 2 hours work.
The plane may have only been on the ground 6 hours, but on this trip, 6 hours was all the time it took to make new friends.
I've had 6 letters myself, and then from 6 different soldiers, and then the other flight attendants have had from some of the same, and then the guys pass our addresses around, and those people will write to us and ask us if we'll give their addresses to someone else in the company, so that we've kind of adopted the 82nd Airborne, and they've adopted MGM.
Serviceman, please realize we might die tomorrow. Protecting your life and freedom, and please, my friends, don't forget about us. Merry Christmas from Saudi Arabia.
America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and ever again divine. And you know, when I was in school, we used to sing it something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, far purple mountain majesties, Thank you.